Edith Hamilton, Mythology, Timeless Tales of Gods and Heroes. Discover the captivating world of Greek mythology with Edith Hamilton's Mythology, Timeless Tales of Gods and Heroes. This book summary leads you through the twisting tales of Greek creation, the dramatic actions of gods and goddesses, and the courageous feats of heroes. Embark on a riveting journey that unveils fascinating stories like the birth of love, the adventures of Hercules, the romance of Orpheus and Eurydice, and the legendary Trojan War. Delve into the interconnected myths of the Greeks and the Romans, and uncover the human-like qualities of these ancient deities that continue to captivate modern imaginations.
Greek mythology creation story. According to the ancient Greeks, there was nothing in the beginning, just the void that was chaos. Then, night and Erebus emerged, and love was born from the darkness and death they carried. Love, in turn, created two new entities, light and day, bringing order to the chaotic void. The earth and starry heaven came to be by themselves, and thereafter, Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, Father Heaven, emerged as individuals. They birthed monstrous children such as the Titans, who were eventually overthrown by Zeus, assisted by Titan Prometheus. Understanding the humanization of Greek mythology. Greek mythology has transcended time due to the relatability of its humanized gods who were part of the human world. Unlike other ancient civilizations, the Greeks envisioned their gods as human-like figures. The concept of mythology was a way of explaining the unknown in a rational manner. Even their mythological tourism was based on gods' birthplaces, such as Aphrodite's birth from the sea's foaming waves. On the other hand, Romans, who deeply revered their gods, adopted and merged them with the Greek gods, leading to similar broad characteristics. The mighty gods of ancient Greece. Zeus, along with his siblings, were the most powerful gods in Greco-Roman mythology. While Zeus commanded thunder and lightning, his brothers Hades and Poseidon ruled the underworld and the oceans, respectively. Zeus's children also held immense power, including Athena, Apollo, Artemis, and Hermes. However, the goddess of love and beauty, Aphrodite's lineage was unclear. Zeus's wife, Hera, was often depicted as jealous and had a reputation for punishing women. Despite being powerful, the gods were not omnipresent or omniscient. Many of these gods are still widely known today by their Roman names, such as Zeus as Jupiter and Aphrodite as Venus. The earthly gods of Greece and Rome. The gods of Mount Olympus may have been the most well-known, but the Greeks and Romans held two other important gods in high regard. Demeter, the goddess of the harvest and seasons, and Dionysus, the god of wine, both had significant impacts on daily life. The myth of Demeter and her daughter Persephone explains the rhythm of the seasons and the power of a mother's love, while Dionysus embodied the duality of wine's effects. The Greeks knew the power of wine both for good and evil, recognizing its ability to both inspire and corrupt. The Lionhearted Son of Zeus. The story of Hercules, the son of Zeus and immortal woman, explores his feats of strength, tragic downfall, and 12 impossible tasks assigned by King Eurystheus. Hercules, the son of Zeus and a mortal woman named Alcmene, was blessed with extraordinary strength but cursed with a lack of self-control. He killed his music teacher in a fit of rage and later his wife and children, goaded by his father's jealous wife, Hera. Seeking atonement, he consulted the oracle of Delphi and was instructed to complete 12 impossible labors for King Eurystheus of Mycenae. Cleaning Augeas's stables, catching Artemis's golden deer bare-handed, and presenting Eurystheus with Cerberus, the three-headed hound of the underworld, were among the daunting tasks. Despite the seemingly impossible odds, Hercules accomplished them all using his cunning and brute strength. Cleaning out stables was particularly challenging since they hadn't been cleaned for years and Hercules had to finish before sunset. He diverted 2 rivers to flood the stalls, washing them clean with ease. After completing his tasks, Hercules married Diana. But she accidentally poisoned him with a robe given to her by the dying centaur Nessus, whom Hercules had killed. The prophesied death of the feared hero had finally come. The story of Hercules, the greatest of all Greek heroes, is not only one of strength and power but also of tragedy and redemption. He may have died at the hands of Diana, but his legend lives on as a symbol of mankind's resilience and determination to overcome impossible odds. Greek mythical love stories. Greek mythology is famous for its tales of heroes and wars, but it also has heart-wrenching love stories. The stories of Narcissus and Echo, and Orpheus and Eurydice, are two of the most popular ones. Narcissus was a vain youth who couldn't love, even when Echo fell deeply for him. Orpheus was a musician in love with Eurydice, who died shortly after they got married. Orpheus traveled to the underworld to bring her back, but lost her forever when he looked back during their journey back to Earth. Jason's quest for the Golden Fleece. Jason, the rightful ruler of Iolcus, embarked on a perilous journey with his team of heroes, the Argonauts, to retrieve the Golden Fleece and claim his throne. Their journey was filled with many challenges, from encountering monsters and giants to facing the warriors who sprang from dragons' teeth. They even had to sneak past a giant snake that guarded the Golden Fleece. However, with the help of Medea, a sorceress who fell in love with Jason, they were able to overcome all obstacles and succeed in their quest. Jason reclaimed his throne and lived happily ever after with Medea by his side. The Iliad, the story of the Greek war against Troy. The Iliad is an epic poem that tells the story of the Greek war against Troy. The war was sparked by Prince Paris's abduction of Helen, who was already the queen of Menelaus, the king of the Greek city-state of Sparta. The enraged Greeks gathered a fleet of 1,000 ships and set sail for Asia Minor to lay siege to Troy. The Greek army was filled with heroes, including the mighty Achilles, who was impregnable except for his ankle. The Trojan chief warrior was Paris's brother Hector, and their father, Priam, oversaw the Trojan operations. Throughout the 10-year siege, the gods fought and rearranged their alliances, with Aphrodite, Ares, and Apollo and Artemis supporting the Trojans while Poseidon, Hera, and Athena sided with the Greeks. Zeus sought to remain neutral in spite of his soft spot for Troy. After 9 years of siege, King Agamemnon laid claim to a Trojan woman, Chryseis, for his own bride, and when Chryseis's father prayed to Apollo, the god sent a plague upon the Greek ships, causing the tide to turn in Troy's favor. In the face of both the plague and the Trojan army, Achilles knew something would have to give. The Greeks would have to appease Apollo or sail home in defeat. A council was called, and Achilles promised to protect the prophet Calchas no matter what, and he explained that it was the abduction of Chryseis that lay at the heart of the Greek difficulties. Backed up by all the Greek leaders, Achilles convinced Agamemnon to return his hostage, and that's just how the Iliad begins. The fall of Troy. The Iliad continues with Agamemnon's forced request for Achilles' bride, leading to Achilles' refusal to fight for the Greeks. Zeus sends a dream to Agamemnon, urging him to attack the Trojan walls and convincing the Trojans they had a chance of winning without Achilles. Patroclus leads Achilles' troops and is killed by Hector, leading Achilles to seek vengeance. Achilles kills Hector and drags his dead body 3 times around the city. The Greeks, thanks to Odysseus's plan with the wooden horse, are victorious in the end. Odysseus' decade-long journey. After the Greeks' victory in the Trojan War, they failed to thank the gods for their help, leading to a 10-year journey home for Odysseus that was made difficult by the angered gods. Along the way, they encountered various challenges, such as the Cyclops Polyphemus, the Lotus Eaters, and the witch Circe. However, with the help of Hermes and his own cunning, Odysseus was able to overcome these obstacles. Upon finally reaching home, he had to devise a plan to defeat the suitors who had been pursuing his wife, Penelope. With Telemachus and Athena's help, they were able to succeed, and Odysseus was finally able to reclaim his throne.
In Mythology, Timeless Tales of Gods and Heroes, Edith Hamilton unveils the spellbinding world of Greek and Roman myths. The stories told of Earth's creation, gods and goddesses, love, loss, heroism, and war showcase the intricacy and artfulness of these ancient tales. The human-like characteristics and actions of the deities fascinate us, as they demonstrate the Greeks' unique perspective on explaining the unknown. Similarly, the legendary adventures of heroes such as Hercules and the romantic narratives of Orpheus and Eurydice captivate and enchant readers of all generations. As we draw lessons from the struggles and victories of these ancient figures, we delve deeper into the richness of this timeless mythology.